Hi, my name's Karen E. Wells and welcome to Module 1 on this fully accredited professional counselling course for adolescents. Now, Module 1 is all about challenges faced by adolescents. So there's many things that we're looking at in-depthly within this module. What I would do is I would recommend that you download or print off the training manual before you actually work through the video modules. Now, at the time of filming, if you're listening to this on a tablet or your phone, there's an issue with downloading the actual PDF. However, not a problem there at all. If you are having issues downloading it, you can simply go to a standard computer, download the training manual there, or if not, just drop us an email and we will send that PDF over to you. It's really important that you work alongside the training manual as we move through the video modules, because there's a lot of information that's contained within the training manual that we could kind of only highlight really on the video modules. So let's look at the challenges faced by adolescents. Now, if we're looking at the age range of this group of people that are coming out of childhood and moving into adulthood, it's the adolescent stage, it's the teenager stage. So we're looking here at psychological challenges, biological challenges. There's the onset of puberty for a lot of people, and many different things that are happening within an adolescent's life. Now, this video is going to turn into slides in a moment, so we'll cover this whole video module much more in-depthly, and I will see you in Module 2. Have a great day. Okay, so Module 1 is all about challenges faced by adolescents. Now, you as a professional counsellor, you want to do this course because you want to specialise in helping adolescents on their developmental path, as this is an age group which experiences a wide array of complex issues that make this, which can be sometimes a challenging but a rewarding arena to work in. Other counsellors can take a general approach and choose to have clients of all ages, and of course if you take this course then you can do that too, or you can specialise and market yourself as a counsellor that will help adolescents. Or of course you can advertise yourself as both. Now, it's true, of course, to say that the adolescent age range is quite difficult to work with, and therefore some counsellors could be a little bit discouraged by the results achieved. But it's worth remembering that although some clients will be testing, just as they are at this age in general anyway, this is an exciting career choice, providing that you take the right approach, and that right approach is utilised. So it's about looking at this in a specialised area. You want to create synchronicity between the client's experiences and your own counselling processes. Therefore, you're creating a rapport and that all-important beneficial therapeutic relationship. So we're considering adolescence to be the stage between childhood and adulthood. This is a difficult stage of development with many transitions, and understandably there has to be a progression from dependency towards that independent stage, with a less emphasis on being part of the family group, striving to gain all of those necessary skills to be able to make it to adulthood. So there are many reasons as to why an individual becomes unable to deal with any of the developmental stages successfully. And we as counsellors has to entertain the possibility of emotional, psychological, and even behavioural consequences. This is the kind of thing that you're going to be dealing with. So we're going to be looking at biological challenges. Remember that within the training manual, there's lots more information that's going to be given to you than what is in the video modules. But biological challenges are referring to the fact that puberty, of course, is an incredibly difficult time. And it refers in biological terms to the time when girls begin menstruation and boys experience their first ejaculations. Both of these events trigger the start of deep physical changes, which will be experienced, of course, for each person. There will always be individuals who experience a delay in puberty and those that get it before everybody else. So those who are at the extreme ends may suffer consequences that will include their feeling maybe a little awkward around others and maybe impact their self-confidence. Biological changes signify psychological changes, including those all-important emotions and sexual changes too. We're also looking at psychological changes. Now, during adolescence, these can include height, strength, weight, sexual development, and appearance. So this is the development between boys and girls, and the difficulties are experienced again at various levels and time spans as they occur over a period of time and at different ages. So there's often feelings of embarrassment, self-consciousness, feeling awkward, and maybe even out of sync with their closest friends. It brings about a great deal of anxiety sometimes too, where young people begin to notice the changes in others and start to worry about their own development. We're looking at sexual changes. So there's many changes during puberty as the production of sexual hormones start, and there is an increase in desire and sexual arousement. Adolescents are confronted with this prospect of suddenly having to understand the feelings that surge through them that they need to also find their sexual identity, along with having to make decisions in respect of relationships. So we're looking at the different stages for adolescence here. The early stages, the late stages. They might begin to explore their sexual orientation and maybe possibly become attracted to those of the same sex, and that become an anxious time for them. They might be able to feel that they're separate from their sexuality of those around them and their parents. So we're looking at that too. We're looking at emotional changes. So with the increase of sexual hormones, they impact the individual's emotional state as being fully responsible for those fluctuating mood changes. There's also beliefs, attitudes, relationships, self-perception. So it's a worrying time because there's so many changes that are happening all at the same time. So many adolescents will need that guidance and support. We're looking at the cognitive here, the psychological challenges. We're looking at an adolescent's identity. Well, with the anxiety and the identity, it could be about the framework of understanding who they are on an individual level. It could be about comprehending the meaning and the direction as a result of commitment, about gaining a greater sense of personal control, establishing consistently coherence and strive for balance, and the comprehension of future possibilities and alternative choices. So it's about the adolescent's journey of self-discovery, where they're looking at career potential, which can bring about another area of stress. We're looking at parental expectations. So around from the age of 14, children start to detach from their parents. In some cases, this could be part of a family dysfunction, but it's also a normal process. In respect of gender, girls spend more time with their families than boys do of the same age. Girls are likely to be more open, whereas boys find it difficult to be more open. So that brings together the end of Module 1. As I say, there's a lot more information within the training manual, so make sure that you're referring back to that too. At the end of this module, there's some self-assessment tasks, which means that you can just check your level of learning. There's no need to send those in to us. You can just work through the learning yourself. When you've done that, we'll see you on Module 2. Have a great day.